Hello everyone, WhitemageSerenia's here. This is to be an audio response to the last episode of NintendoCapriSun's Let's Play of Mother 3. I just watched through that entire thing here recently over the past couple of days in marathon style, where I basically watched a bunch of episodes in a single sitting whenever I got the chance. Anyway, if you have not played Mother 3 or have watched a playthrough on YouTube, or any other website or whatever, you might not want to watch this video, as it may contain spoilers and things of that nature. So if you do not want the game spoiled for you, you might not want to watch the video. Still here? Good. Okay. I gave you a bit of a pause there to click off the video if you wanted to. Alright, well, I gotta say, you were right. That game was you were right, NintendoCapriSun. That game was extremely emotionally strong. I mean, I didn't expect it like that. When I played the game myself, I only made it up to just before the Thunder Tower. So that's why watching yours was all the more interesting when it came right down to it. I had a feeling that Klaus was the masked man as well, but not because I made it that far or had a chance to even see him, but mostly it's because I was talking to a friend of mine, namely SageMaster15, who has played the game, and I was like, I wonder what happens to Klaus, because it is a sad game, like that. And he didn't technically come out and say anything about it. But he's like, something happens with Klaus that you're not going to like later. And from that, I was able to kind of deduce what was going on. Especially with his sprite, I figured, that it was Klaus. Because if he's able to pull the needles as well, then that must mean something. Anyway, that ending was just, holy crap, man. I not going to lie, I cried. I really did. Especially when Klaus finally realized what was going on again, and then him purposely bouncing that lightning off of your Franklin badge back at himself like that. That was just harsh. That was harsh. The Hinawa scene, though, is probably a little stronger, though, just because you didn't expect it. It blindsides you, kind of thing. Anyways, during that Klaus fight as well, I actually commented on this in the video just before it. I said that I could imagine how Lucas was feeling there. I really could, but I guess having a brother myself would do that to me, because I could feel, the brotherly love between Klaus and Lucas. It felt like it was being ripped apart while, Hinawa tried to bring Klaus back to his senses, and that was pretty powerful either way you look at it. And then when Klaus finally did come back to his senses, he goes and does what he does there and dies. It's like, ugh, that hurt. That really did. I'm not sure what to think on that. Anyway, once Lucas pulls the final needle and of course wakens the dragon, you mentioned that's where all the theories start coming through. And honestly, the way I look at that, I have two different versions of how I feel there. Well, first of all, I wanted to say, one, you said that people didn't like your theory of bringing Hinawa back, or Klaus, because it somehow ruins the meaning of her death, or his death. Then you said something about using murder to justify it because her life was taken from her. Well, to me, the way I see it is even if she sacrificed herself, so to speak, then that right there would give her the benefit of the second chance. Klaus, I'm not so sure in that situation, but maybe, considering he did that not under his own control. Therefore, you could say that when he was murdered, in a sense. So, if, let's say, Hinawa sacrificed herself and Klaus was killed, he killed himself not under his own strength. Okay? We can say that, but because of that, because they both died prematurely, we can assume that they could have a chance at being revived. Now, so I'll agree with you on that one. It would be nice for them to have a true ultimate happy ending with that, that regard. Anyway, another way that I look at it is you mentioned that maybe the Dark Dragon had to destroy the entire island, destroy everything to create life anew. That said, I feel that maybe what happened was the Dark Dragon did in fact destroy that island and everyone with it, so that they could return back to the real life that was mentioned somewhere earlier in the game. It did say that they created a new world and forgot their past memories so that they could hide away. So I'm thinking maybe the island itself was destroyed, and every one of the characters there took their original form in the original world that they were talking about with all of their original memories. Something like that. Or the island itself was destroyed, and they live on through the player's heart. Hence the ending sequence there, where there's where it's all black and it's just you walking around as the words "the end." That could just be their essence living on within your heart, or at least that could be the graphic, the representation of that. Then again, the credit roll does have clues as well, like you mentioned there, dude. So really, it's hard to really say what happens. Like you said, it's open to interpretation, and depending on what's in your heart, depends on what happened in your version of the story. I kind of like that idea, but at the same time I don't, because it doesn't give you the proper closure unless you take a story and you take that as the accepted, path. So no matter how you look at it, though, Mother 3, it's a very good game. Although it just sends you a surge of emotion that it's just like, wow, it really is. Oh man. But yeah, I guess that's all I was really wanting to say. At this point, I'm just going to start rambling on and repeating myself. So I think I'm going to go ahead and call it stops here. And well, it was a great Let's Play, Tim, and I'm glad I was able to stop by and watch it all through. Because, that game was just crazy. Absolutely crazy. Man. Well, alright then. This has been WhitemageSerenia signing off of this little response here. So until then, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.